What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Another drive-by video, man. I'm going to do it, make it short and sweet. Bob Arum is making waves in the interview that he did with IFL TV. And he stated that regarding the Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev matchup, that's a mandatory for Anthony Joshua's IBF belt. He's saying that he's got some strong interest. He's got a substantial offer from Croatia to stage that fight. Now, the fight was originally slated to take place in the UK on June 25th. Those plans have been scrapped due to the coronavirus pandemic. And Bob Arum stated that he said, look, we've got to find a place to stage this fight. Now we're looking to ultimately set up the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. But both of those guys have fights in between that potential matchup, and we've got to get cracking on these fights. And if we want these fights to take place this year, he says those fights cannot take place in the UK for the fact that they're not going to be able to have spectators there for the foreseeable future. So Bob Arum says that Croatia, which is basically in the same time zone as the UK, can stage the fight, and they're willing to put up a substantial offer, and they'll be able to have spectators at that event, that they can make that fight happen in Croatia. Now, he's in the process of dotting his I's and crossing his T's with the offer from Croatia. Once he's received that offer, he says he's looking forward to going over it with Eddie Hearn, and hopefully they'll come to agreement. Now, Eddie Hearn might want to go stage that fight in Saudi Arabia, as the last Anthony Joshua fight took place in Saudi Arabia against Andy Ruiz. But he's saying that due to the fact that Saudi Arabia has, they've had a problem with the oil situation. Their barrel oil have increasingly, substantially decreased due to this coronavirus pandemic. So they might not be in a position to put up the site fee, for that fight to take place in Saudi Arabia. So he's saying Croatia is what's going on right now. The old saying, a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. They've got an offer on the table right now, a substantial offer. And if we want this fight to take place before the year is out, and if he comes through that fight and set the stage for the Tyson Fury unification fight at the beginning of 2021, in the event that Fury does get by Wilder in the trilogy. So that's what Bob Arum is saying. So that's some interesting news coming out of that IFL interview. He's basically saying, look, we've got this offer with Croatia. Saudi Arabia is quiet right now. They're dealing with a lot of internal issues with their oil due to the coronavirus pandemic. And look, we can make this fight happen in Croatia. They got a substantial offer on it. That's a neutral venue. He's saying that again, Anthony Joshua, was looking forward to, going back and fighting in the UK, as his last two fights took place outside of the UK. And he understands that situation, but that right now the UK is not going to be having any big events featuring spectators for the foreseeable future due to the coronavirus pandemic. Now, he said he doesn't know, when or if they will be able to have spectators in the UK, but right now we can't speculate. Right now we got to get things rolling as we're trying to set the stage for a potential unification fight with Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. Now, again, I did a video earlier stating that Fury Wilder is in negotiation to take place in Macau, China, sometime in October, November, or December. That's that. They've already talked with the PBC and Deontay Wilder's camp, and they're on board with the fight taking place in one of those 3 months. And they're looking at China for that fight. Now, everything's looking like it's pointing toward going overseas right now for these particular fights. As of right now, the UK and the United States are shut down due to the coronavirus pandemic, and both fights rely hugely on spectators showing up, as they rely on that live gate to be part of that big pie of income that's staging the fight along with the pay-per-view. And in regard to the fight on the zone, if that fight being on the zone, they're gonna get a pretty much a set amount from the zone, but they still relying on that live gate and different avenues of money coming from the endorsements of the fight, and different avenues and stuff of that nature. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what transpires for AJ versus Pulev. But right now, Croatia has come with a big offer for that fight, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. But leave your comments in the comment section. What you think about Anthony Joshua versus Kubrat Pulev taking place in Croatia, as it'll be on the same time zone as the UK, so the UK won't have to get up in the morning like they would have to get up for a fight to take place in the United States. They could keep, basically be on the same time frame, and it won't be any kind of home field advantage for either fighter, as it's going to neutral venue, as Kubrat Pulev is from Turkey, and obviously Anthony Joshua is from the UK. So let me know what you think in the comment section about that matchup. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.